Today, I'm going to talk about a piece of gear that I've absolutely fallen in love with, and honestly, I can't ride without it anymore. Whether you're a road cyclist, a commuter, or even a casual weekend rider, if you share the road with cars, motorbikes, or trucks, then this one's for you. First things first, let's talk about what the Garmin Varia RTL515 is. At its core, it's a tail light, but it's much more than that. It's equipped with radar technology that detects vehicles coming up behind you. And trust me, once you've experienced that extra layer of security, it's hard to imagine riding without it. The device is a bit larger than your standard tail light, measuring around 10 centimeters in length and 2.5 centimeters in width. It fits snugly on your bike with a Garmin mount and charges via micro USB. Simple and effective. Now, let's talk about how it actually works. The Varia has a radar system that detects vehicles from up to 150 meters behind you. That's right, 150 meters. And when it picks up something, you get both visual and audio alerts if you have a compatible bike computer like Garmin, Wahoo, or Hammerhead. My personal setup includes the Hammerhead Karoo. And what's awesome is that the Varia shows you the distance of the car and its speed. It uses color coding too, yellow for moderate speed and red for fast, so you know exactly what's coming. Even if you don't have a bike computer, the Varia still has your back. As a car approaches, the light on the device automatically switches to flashing mode, increasing its intensity to grab the driver's attention. You have 4 different lighting modes to choose from, but that automatic flashing in response to traffic is a game changer. By the way, I'm using the RTL515 model, which allows flashing. There's another version, the RTL516, which is designed to comply with German laws that require a solid red light. If you have the choice, go for the 515. The flashing mode is what really makes drivers take notice. The Varia, on the other hand, alerts you without needing constant attention. I still check behind me, but having the early warning system means I can react better and stay safer. Speaking of safety, the Varia RTL515 is built for all kinds of weather. It's fully waterproof and has held up through some serious rain and dirt on my rides. The battery life is another big plus. One charge gives me a full day's worth of riding in flashing mode. And the light itself, bright enough to keep you visible even in broad daylight. What's really cool is that Garmin has made this device accessible to all types of riders. If you don't have a bike computer, no worries, you can use the Garmin Varia app on your smartphone. The app gives you full screen alerts and audio warnings when cars approach, making this device super versatile. Garmin Varia RTL 515 Pros and Cons. Pros: reliable performance, weatherproof, long battery life, and bright light. Easy to use, simple installation and intuitive controls. Cost-effective, affordable for most cyclists. Cons: limited range. Radar detection range may not be sufficient in all situations. Dependent on battery life. Low battery can compromise safety. So whether you're a commuter or a weekend warrior, the Varia fits into any setup. It's not just for high-end cyclists with top-tier gear. It's a safety tool that's available to anyone. Now, Garmin has released a newer version with a rear-facing camera that records on a loop. If the radar detects a crash, it saves the footage for later. While this sounds like a cool feature, I personally haven't been hit from behind, and I'm not sure it's a must-have. Plus, the camera's resolution isn't the greatest, and it reduces the battery life. So, after using the Garmin Varia RTL515 for a while now, I can confidently say it's a device I won't ride without. Whether I'm on my road bike, mountain bike, or just cruising around town, this little gadget has become an essential part of my setup.